Stephen, a long trip north tomorrow, but how are you feeling for it?
Well, we're looking forward to it. Our last game against Celtic, the boys performed really well. They'd done parts of the game they hadn't done previously. We defended quite well. The tempo of the game was good. So, we're looking forward to it. Ross County have been on a good run. Sure, Kettlewell's got them playing well. I think they normally go with more experienced players. I know the reserve league potentially is going to kick in next season. They've almost treated it like a reserve league this season, which they're fully entitled to do. Yeah. So, they're strong. They'll be an experienced team. It'll be difficult for us. We understand that, but I think it's a year ago today that we went up there in the Scottish Youth Cup semi-final and won by 3-0. So I'm not normally one for Romans, but when somebody told me that today, it was nice. So I think the boys have good memories of going up north and playing up there. So we're certainly looking forward to it.
And a positive result last week as well, Craigs, of course. Just how much does that play a part in looking forward and hopefully keeping that run going?
Yeah, well, it's always the same message. It's up to the players. They have to carry that forward. Personnel will change again tomorrow. I'm not fully sure who will be going, but there'll be personnel changes which can bring a little bit of inconsistency in team performance or a little bit of rhythm in the play. So, but ultimately, I keep saying they have to look after their own game. They still have to do what they're good at, do it right. The first team had a positive result on Saturday. I think everybody's had a bounce today from it. Training was lively this morning, so it's up to them to carry it on. Robbo said to him that if they do well enough, they'll win the team. So some of the boys travelling up tomorrow have a genuine chance of playing in the game on Saturday, or certainly being involved in the 18-man squad on Saturday. So that's the message to them. Go up and show what you can do. He'll watch the highlights back or watch what he has to do, but certainly take information from me. So there's a challenge there for them.
Aside from the obvious, Craigs, what does that do for players when they hear that sort of reassurances coming down from the first team manager?
Well, it's trying to give everybody an opportunity. And I think it's a little test of character to see where they are first and foremost, to see if they're up for the fight. Sometimes, in a strange way, sometimes you can kind of frighten people a little bit. They think, oh, first team, a lot of them come in here and just see themselves as being 20s players, and think, well, that's me for the foreseeable future. It's going to be an under 20 player. But there's opportunities there for ones who potentially haven't even been involved in first team yet. So they have to try and grasp it. They have to maintain their performance. They have to try and continue to do their, their habits, keep them good. And if they can do that, then the manager will give them a genuine chance. So I'm excited tomorrow to see who really wants to step up. There's been 2 or 3 over the last week or so have been a little bit complaining. They feel as if they should be near the first team, or they're not getting enough of an opportunity. I said, I understand that sometimes, but when opportunities like this come along to go and show what you can do, I expect big things from them. And
just looking at yourself, Craigs, it's been a busy week for everyone around the club, and you're obviously involved in the first team a lot more now. How's it been for you?
Well, I haven't even had a chance to shave. That's how busy it's been, but it's been fine. It's all hands to the pump. That's what we expect at this football club. You don't expect a pat on the back for it. I think the staff are genuinely hard-working people. Right from yourselves as well. Everybody's hard-working people. If we have to do extra, we do extra. It doesn't. Ultimately, the first team. I've said it. Probably people are fed up hearing it, but the first team is the most important team at the club. So we have to do everything we possibly can to make sure the manager's successful, or the players are successful. The club generally then becomes successful. So it was busier than normal. But that's fine, we can deal with that. We don't mind being busy. If we get results at the end of it, like we got on Saturday, and we see the first team players get the lift, and the young players seeing a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel for them, that's all we're here for. So it's fine, it's no problem, but I'm looking forward to getting back to the 20s game tomorrow.
And just finally, Craigs, it is a long journey, but the boys have done well on the road. Obviously there was that very well reported win over Aberdeen, and things have looked good this season. How much does the journey play a part for these boys?
Well, I think, we don't get away very often together, so it's a chance for them to sit in jail and have a bit of fun going up and watch movies and kind of interact sometimes. Half the time in the dressing room, even they're sitting on their phones, or in the morning or in the afternoon, they don't actually get a chance to spend time together, to get to know each other, and get to understand people's personalities. It's like striking up relationships with people, so you can keep friends, keep in contact, you can trust your teammates. So I think it's part of being a player is learning to deal with longer journeys, passing your time, occupying yourself, but sitting and speaking to people. And even I go and speak to them and get more personal time with them. So I thoroughly enjoy it. Ultimately, you still want to win the football game. I don't want to speak to them the way up and then lose, and then I'll have to speak to them the way back down again. So we'll see how it goes. But as I always say, we're always looking forward to it.
We look forward to tomorrow night, Craigs.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.